Welcome to the Lila Astrology channel. My name is Dabney Lawless and I am an evolutionary astrologer. Today I'm going to be looking at the new moon in Scorpio and the last degree of Pluto and Pluto opposing Mars and this new moon trining Saturn. So lots to go over. If you have not been here before, what we do on this channel is we look at the planetary energies and we see how they can support us down here on planet Earth. So if this is content you're interested in, I hope you stick around. This is not my usual background, but I am a working mother with a YouTube channel and I care for my elderly mother and I am waiting to pick up my son. So I have to maximize my time. So anyway, I hope you stick around. I'm going to talk about how we're going to deal with intense energy over the next week or two. Okay, so if you feel like life is kind of intense right now, please raise your hand. Okay, there's a reason for that. The cosmos is here to explain what those reasons are and how we're going to get through it. So, the first week of November, November 1st, we have a new moon in Scorpio. Anytime there's a new moon, we have the dark of the moon. Sun and the moon are conjunct, and we can't see what's coming. The unknown is very scary. Compounded with the fact that it's in Scorpio. Scorpio is a pretty intense sign. So, what this means is we are feeling all our feels right now. We're being triggered with things that typically feel a little intense. We feel a death coming on, a death of sorts. We are being confronted with our biggest fears. But there's an opportunity there for deep transformation and deep healing. So whenever there's a new moon, there's an opportunity to plant seeds. We don't know what's coming, but we have to trust that the whispers that we hear in our ears and our inner knowings will come to fruition. So there's actually a bit of a turning point with this new moon, I think, where we can start to remember that we have more strength inside of us than we give ourselves credit. So leading up to this new moon, I think there's been a tremendous amount of fear, and there's been all sorts of things popping off because Pluto is that 29 degrees of Capricorn. So we've been talking a little bit about this. The 29th degree is the anaretic degree. It's the final degree of Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn has had a lot going on, and it's been a big one for us since 2008, but boy, has it really been culminating. So when you're in this final degree, there's like this culmination of everything falling apart when it's in Pluto. So Pluto, the last vestiges of Pluto in Sagittarius, which was the sign before Capricorn, we had the financial crisis. That was when all the financial stuff and all of the big bubble burst. Well, so right now, the corruption and the gaslighting and all the government, everything having to do with the government and hierarchies and people in power, gatekeepers, it's all kind of falling apart, right? We just had this crazy Madison Square Garden hate rally. We have trusted newspapers, abdicating their role. So really crazy stuff that is putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the collective. And what's really interesting too is no matter what side you're on with this election, and I know you all know what side I'm on, but no matter what side you're on, you're being told that democracy is going to come to an end and the other side is full of fascists. And, it's just this incredible, division of our country. And it's really reminiscent of what's going on with this Pluto-Mars, where there's this polarity. And what this polarity has everything to do with is us actually healing. It doesn't feel like healing, but we have to understand that we cannot live in fear. This is all about stepping out of fear. The Mars in Cancer is tremendously fearful. And we also have to step out of a sense of wanting to control an outcome that is bigger than us. So that's really the big lesson with this Mars opposing Pluto. I may have said Mars opposing Saturn, but it's Mars opposing Pluto in Capricorn. The high road for all of us is to understand that we're undergoing a giant transformation now, where we need to heal areas where we don't feel safe. We need to heal the parts of ourselves that get triggered, the parts of ourselves that want to control things. Cancer is the mother. Pluto in Capricorn, Capricorn's the father. Where were you hurt as a child by those that were supposed to be caring for you? Where are we being hurt now by those that are supposed to be caring for us? This is a time of tremendous transformation. Something new is being born under this new moon. We just can't see it yet. We have to do our own inner work. That is the most important thing we can do right now, because all this other stuff outside of us is bigger than us. This is cosmic. And I'm doing a whole video about this that I'm going to be putting on the channel about the election. I just did it. Some historical research that I put out there was on Susan Lynn's channel. So I want you all to breathe. I just learned this really cool technique. It's called butterfly breathing, where you go, you kind of tap while you do some slow breathing. Getting back into your body. We're actually supported right now under this first week. I do believe there will be a little bit of a lightening of the energy and the intensity, because this new moon is trining Saturn in Pisces. And we've talked about Saturn in Pisces being the need to surrender control. Recognizing that there are things that are bigger than us that are going on. We have to stay present and focused in our bodies. We can't float away and just scroll Instagram endlessly. That's not going to be helpful. Ooh, there's a cool little red light. I'm losing light, so sorry everybody. Again, not ideal circumstances, but I already recorded this once and the microphone didn't work, so hopefully it's working now. So, okay, but maybe it was just I need to get to the point because everybody's busy these days. So let's get into our body. This is about healing past traumas, stepping out of fear and control, but trust. Wisdom, trust and wisdom, maturity. These are themes that we're going to be supported right now. So if we can step into our mature self, our wise self, the one that knows that everything is going to be okay. Okay, the one that understands that there are things that are bigger than us and we are going to be okay. What are some grounding things that you can do to get through this time? Walks in nature, hikes, dance in the kitchen. Light a candle, pick a tarot card, drink healing tea, call friends and cry if you need to, take a bath, listen to classical music. Like my teacher Ann Ortley says, do your moon. Go look at my moon video about how to soothe yourself. You have to be conscious. If you are holding your breath, if you are tightening your shoulders, if your lower back hurts, these are all indications that you are in fear mode. You're in PTSD mode. You've got to step out of that and you've got to put the fear on a shelf. You have got to trust that it's gonna be okay. Do things that help you get to that space. Pick an oracle card. Watch your favorite YouTube astrologers or tarot readers that give you information that helps you feel more empowered. Do things that help you tap into that bigger universal energy and remind you of your own inner wisdom. That you can't control this. This is bigger than you. So that doesn't mean don't vote. And if you are called to canvas or phone bank, please do. We need everybody that we can get. And recognize when you're out of balance, because right now we need all the positive energy that we can get. We need to step out of our fear. We need to trust and know that everything's going to be okay. So when I say everything's going to be okay, I do believe everything's going to be okay. And that doesn't mean everything's going to be easy. So we are headed to a big shift in 2025, which we're already undergoing, and it's going to kind of start in November, December with Pluto moving into Aquarius. I know what Pluto in Aquarius means. It means a whole new energy. We're going to be dealing with a whole new set of issues. Pluto is going to do its work on a new area of our lives. But that also means that a lot of the things that have been exposed that have been so challenging for so many of us are going to start wrapping up. So that's why I have faith. So something new is coming. And I believe that something new will give us a renewal. I think things are going to speed up a little bit next year. And we're just going to be dealing with a new set of issues. And we're going to do a lot of videos on how to deal with the energy of 2025, 2026, what might be coming. But for now, we're not there yet. And so we just got to get through this time. We just have to get through it. And the best way that I know to tell you to get through it is to take care of yourself. And that means reaching out to loved ones if you need to. That means breathing. If you don't feel like you have loved ones to reach out to other people that are like-minded. Find communities of people that there are communities for everything now online. So don't isolate. Scorpio needs other people to heal. So this new moon, maybe you plant a seed about connecting with other people in a healing way, in healing communities. So I'm losing light. Again, apologies for the car video, but I did want to get something out as soon as possible. This is a community. So leave comments below. Of course, subscribe and share with other people, but that's very healing, to connect with other people who are going through the same things as you. So, yeah. All right. As always, stargazers, there's a reason and a season for it all. The universe is conspiring to help us, and we will get through this. Just breathe.